Hello everyone and welcome back to the SteemTrail Gaming News. Today is the 24th of August of 2018. My name is Kralizec and I will be your host for this evening. Today we're going to talk about some rumors, more specifically Xbox rumors. So the rumor going on is that Microsoft is about to launch a completely new type of Xbox subscription service. One that will actually include you getting the console. So, subscription-based services are all the rage when it comes to pretty much anything these days. Whether you want to get some music, whether you want to go and stream movies and TV shows online, it's all done through subscription-based models. And Microsoft has noticed this and used it as well when it comes to the Xbox Game Pass service, which allows you to play games for pretty cheap prices, to be honest. And it seems, or at least that's what the rumor claims, that they're looking to expand on this idea even further. So if the rumors are true, soon, Microsoft should be showing off a completely new service that has, for the moment, been coined Xbox All Access sometime in the coming months. This should pretty much bundle both Xbox Live and Game Pass together with either an Xbox One S or Xbox One X in a 2-year contract. That means everything, including the hardware itself. Reportedly, this should cost $22 if you go for the Xbox One S and $35 if you go for the Xbox One X per month. And I gotta say, I actually like this idea very much. I know a lot of people in the gaming industry aren't big fans of subscription-based models. They prefer just to pay the cost up front. But you need to remember one thing. Even though $200 or $300, whatever the price you're going to be paying for your console, seems like a fairly low number, especially to people living in Western markets. Whenever you go even a bit to the east, unless you go really far east and go to Japan or Australia, this is actually a pretty big sum of money. This is, for example, in my terms of money, it's about 1 month of rent on average in Czech Republic. It's a little bit less for me, but yeah. Deciding whether you should spend a month's rent or whether you should buy some console is really not that easy a decision for many people living around the globe. The only thing that makes me sad about this is the fact that, at least for the moment, this service should be US exclusive. So not really helping the people that I think should benefit from such a service the most. But hopefully this is more of a test run to see whether there is actual need for this kind of service on the market. Though again, I do believe that US is probably the worst market to try this out. Paying a decent sum of money, $35 is it's not a low amount. It's essentially a price of your AA game or a AAA game that is slightly ordered or on sale. It's still a pretty big expense for anybody who's living outside of the first world. But it's considerably less than paying $200 to $300 up front and then plus paying for the games themselves or for the subscription. And essentially this means you would be paying around $2 per month to get the console. And over a course of 2 years, that means $48? Yeah, I think my math is correct. I'm not good at math. But yeah, paying $48 to essentially rent a console for 2 years, I think that's an expense that most families living in the second and third world could actually handle compared to paying $200 to $300 up front. It's really a huge difference. I know a lot of people will just say, well, yeah, it's $2. Who cares? You know, there are places in the world where $2 per day is all you have. Recently, I think I actually heard that, for example, in Venezuela, and I know that's not the best example either way because of the economic situation in Venezuela right now, the minimum wage is like $1.50 per month. So yeah, there are places where where $2 per month is still a lot of money, but it's still much less than $300. And I do also realize that if you want to own such a console for, let's say, 8 years, the prices actually get higher than just buying the console itself and then potentially selling it for at least a little bit of a return when you buy a new one. But you need to get away from thinking about it from the first world perspective, because I truly believe this kind of service would be best suited for second and third world countries where the income per capita is much lower. If I remember correctly, the average wage here in Czech Republic is around 1,200 US dollars per month. That ends up at about 50,000. Sorry, no. I'm bad at math. I'm really bad at math. Yeah, that's about $14,500 per year. That's nothing compared to the wages in United States. And I do also realize that much of the living expenses here in Czech Republic are much lower, which actually allows people to live fairly well of such a wage. But on the other hand, it also means that products that are similarly priced all around the world, which Xbox falls completely into this category, are insanely expensive compared to your average wage in first world countries like the United States or, let's say, Germany. The price is just uncomparable, and it's not even about the price, it's more about expenditure. It's about how much of your resources you need to allocate to this. That is actually the reason why a pretty big part of Europe is not console gamery. A very big part of gamers in Europe, and especially once you go east of Germany, are PC gamers. We have computers that are fairly old, and piracy is still a big thing here. It's not that uncommon for friends of mine to like, oh yeah, that game real cool. Do you know where I could download it? Like, and they don't mean to buy it on Steam, and that's what I tell them usually. But they want to know if I know a pirate site where they could download the game. And I have to tell them, yeah, I don't agree with that. The developers worked on that game and they deserve to get their money. But I understand their point of view. Spending $60 on a game is a big expenditure here. And the same thing goes for a console. And you can buy computer parts obviously for very similar prices, but a computer will not only serve you for gaming, it will also serve you as a tool for work in many cases for a lot, especially for a lot of my friends, since a lot of them work from home. But even for, let's say, a family, it's usually better for them to buy, let's say, a laptop than to buy a PlayStation. Because the laptop, not only the children can play on it, father can take it on vacation and check his work emails on there. Maybe they can give it to the children and play a movie when they're driving to their vacation somewhere. It's just really different. And I think this is largely, in fact, because of the wages, especially if you go anywhere east from Germany. And really, this kind of a bundle would work best in these kind of countries, as people would much more be likely to pay a smaller sum every month rather than paying a decent sum up front. And with that being said, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider giving us a thumbs up here on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Steam, maybe you want to give us an upvote and follow the blog. Either way, be sure to leave a comment and be sure to tune in tomorrow for more gaming news, as we are your source of daily gaming news every single day. See you guys later with more gaming content.